All right. So comfortable seat. Sitting at the edge of your chair. Nasal breathing. Find that center line, crown down through perineum. Eventually that center line carries through the legs down to the balls of the feet. Alrighty, so with hands on the thighs here, slide the hands forward, softly drop the head, round the back, then slide the hands back, pull elbows back, arch the back, looking up. Do that 3 more times on your own there. Moving each of those vertebral joints. And as you finish this last one, settle to the middle. Let's get our rotation. Left hand sliding forward, right hand sliding back, at the same time turning the shoulders and head to the right. And then sliding and changing, turning shoulders and head to the left. And shoulders and head turn to the right. And turning to the left. One more of each. And back to middle. Arms hang. Softly lean to your left. Right, your right. Your left elbow can sort of float up like mine is here. And then let it descend to the other side. Two more each way. Option as you lean, that lifting elbow can become a lifting hand. Feels good. And trying to empty out this upper body so that when we're standing and walking, we don't feel top heavy, as most of us do, whether we know it or not. We're often held up here and not as loose and light as we could be. Shoulder blades, raise. And slide down. Raise them up. And slide down. One more on your own. I'll let someone in here. Now, the circles where the shoulder blades come forward, up, back, down. When the shoulder blades come forward, go ahead and lean your body a little bit forward, and then as you do your shoulder blades, they come up and over, back and down, forward, up, back and down. And go the other way, shoulder blades back, up, forward. And middle. Fold at the elbows, bring the hands up now. Flare your wings out and down and in, squeeze and down and out to the sides and up and down and in, squeeze and down. One more. And we're just kind of wringing out what's in our shoulders, chest, back, arms. And then now elbows pull back, elbows down, elbows forward and possibly up. And then forward, down, back, down, forward, up. One more. Forward, down, back, down, forward, possibly up, and release, down. Scoot to the back of your chair. Chamber, down, chamber, down, chamber. Sorry for the creaky chair here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but it's creaking. All right, now leg up, push, return. We're going to do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, chamber, 5. Switch legs, down, chamber, push, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more time with the other leg, this time to do the foot and ankle work that we know. Point, flex. Invert, evert, a little in, out. Circles. And reverse. Other leg. Point and flex. Invert, evert. Circles. Other direction. And then scoot to the front edge of your chair again. Swivels with both legs. So open, lift the heels, close, lift the toes, open. So this is our maximum here, right? Should be generally. Then we'll go close, Lift the heels, bring them in, knees are open, and then together. Toes open, knees open. Heels lift and swivel out, knees are in. Open. And walk them in, together. Again, open, close, open, close, open, close. Now from here, take both your hands onto your right leg. Left leg is going to lift, roll out, and land. So we're at this position. And then we reverse that. The leg has to come up and roll in. Open. Close. Keep yourself stabilized on this side. This leg opens. Close. One more. Switch. Open. Close. Step legs to about hip distance. Fold. Sit upright. Fold back. I'm sorry, tip back. And sit upright. Fold forward. Sit upright. Back. And sit upright. One more. Fold. Find that hip hinge movement. Upright. And back. And sitting up right. All right. Now, standing and sitting. Remember the key to that is feet come back. So we have an acute angle at the knees. Arms are loose, chest is loose and relaxed. And we softly fold at the hips first. And then we put a little oomph, a little effort to go forward. Forward. Once the butt is off the chair, then push down to rise up. So there's no need to force yourself up. You do need to force yourself to be more forward than you're probably comfortable. That's the rub, the trick. So same thing here, the butt's got to go back. The head and shoulders have to be forward. They have to stay forward as you sit your tush. And then you're ready to sit vertical. Do that again. Fold first, then oomph, then push through the earth. Fold first, hinging. Now control gravity, sink, and sit up. Two more on your own. Some of you want to make that into a fluid gesture, but only if you've got enough forwardness and enough fold safely to keep your line and your plumb line, right? Up. Now that we're up, let's do 4 squats. Tail, sink, push, and move. Tail goes back and sink. Right. Right. Now come around to the back of your chair. So I'm going to do mine sideways. Not sure how you need to arrange yourself. You got to be able to see me, right? I have to arrange myself particularly so you can see my legs, right? Like if I were here, you wouldn't be able to see, but this might be how you arrange yourself with the computer. So fingertips lightly on the chair, rock forward into the balls of the feet, rock to the middle, rock the heels. Chair is still supporting you there, right? You're not grabbing on for dear life. You're using it for 2%, a little 2% assistance. Now let's take that a step further. Rock to the front, lift, lower, rock back, then lift toes and ball of foot, lower, rock forward, lift. Some of you someday no hands. This one's always a little extra tricky to go back. All right, next exercise. I'm gonna put the chair here for myself so you guys can still see me. Outside leg empty, swinging. Loose. Notice that the leg goes behind the line of my torso. And it's not just by bending my knee. I'm not just doing that, right? I'm not just doing this. I'm swinging from the hip. Now, the next time you swung back, do bend the knee. Bring the knee forward, extend the foot forward, sweep. 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 Switch directions. Forward, up, tuck, reach back, sweep. Tuck, reach back, sweep. 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 Now, kobu. Pigeon toe or cross the foot, it's called a hook step. Turn and face the other way. Swing that outside leg. Loose. Now when it's back, bring it up, forward and over, swing. 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 Switch directions. Forward, tuck, reach back, swing. Reach back, swing. Swing. And hook step. Now face the chair. Empty this right leg out, in. Now the leg goes out, around, back, forward. Out, around, back, forward. You draw a little C shape along the side of your body. You might have to move back from the chair to get enough room. And switch direction, out to front, back. And switch legs, out and in first. And forward and around to the back. Forward and around to the back. Switch directions, back, around to the forward. And middle. Now, right leg empty. Turn it out. Turn it neutral. Turn it internal. Neutral. Now, skip neutral. External. Internal. And switch legs. Neutral, shift, external, neutral, internal. Now skip neutral, external, internal, external, internal. And neutral. All right. Shogun, wings, roll fold, settle, 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 settle. And first exercise. So step a little bit back from the chair so the chair is in front of you and to the side of you. Now that inside leg, the leg closest to the chair, put it out in front with the heel touching. Shift. Empty that back foot. Even to the point where you can get to the tippy toe of the back foot. And then shift back. Tippy heel. Shift. Tippy toe. Shift back. Heel. Shift forward. Toe. Back. Couple more on your own. Now that's level 1. Level 2. Disconnect, lower it, shift, lift, lower, shift, lift, lower, shift. Level 3. Shift. Now, instead of just a little lift here, we go all the way up. And then gracefully down. Shift. Same thing. Instead of just here, we go all the way up. And then we go reaching back. And then shift. Again, instead of just the light lift, we tuck, lower it, shift. Chamber, shift, chamber, shift, chamber. Level 4, chamber, flick. Chamber, flick. And together. Now we switch sides. Step, kobu or hook, turn, point, and square. Now back up so you have a little more room. Hand is on your chair here for safety. Left foot in front or inside foot in front, whichever way you're doing it. Level 1, shift, shift. So obviously this is the easiest version because you can, especially in the very beginning, you can keep some weight in the foot that you're emptying, right? You can keep it connected to the ground. And so if you're really having balance issues, you can really work on this. You can also challenge to really feel, okay, that's truly empty. And this is truly empty, but yet I still have that psychological support of both feet touching the ground, points of contact, right? And then that's where it's a good one for you to practice no hands over time. This is a good moment to practice that. As soon as you start lifting the foot, the danger level goes up. So that's why that chair is good to have. Level 2, lift, lower, shift, lift, lower, shift. So the spectrum here is that in the beginning, you won't have fully emptied. So it'll sort of be like a really quick lift lower. But over time, you want it to be where it's lift, lower, very leisurely. Then shift, same thing here. It's lift, lower, as opposed to like quickly lifting and falling back into it, right? So lift, lower, shift. So you take this simple exercise, you do it with hand on chair, then you do it with no hands, then you do hand on chair with eyes closed. Right? That would be your third step, those of you that have been doing this for a while. And over time, again, safely, no hands, no eyes. Now we go to level 3. This is again, chair. You always start back over, hand on chair, and then add challenge as we go. Chamber, reach back, shift. Chamber, reach down, shift. And finally, level 4, hand on chair as needed. Chamber, flick, down, flick, back, flick, forward, flick, back. And down. Now, change sides again. Step, kobu, hook step, turn that foot, square. Now back up even more so that you can just barely reach that chair. Left foot in front. I'm sorry, inside foot in front, whatever the inside foot is. Now, shift. Once that back foot is empty, let it swing through and place that heel down and shift. Pause here. Shift back. When the front foot is empty, swing it. Shift. This is level 1. Hand on chair or someday no hands. The most like normal walking. The key that you're practicing is waiting until that back foot is truly empty so that when you step it, it's leisurely when it lands. It's not hammering into the ground. Same thing here. We're shifting. We're waiting until we actually get committed to that back leg to take that step. And it's that discernment that is missing for most people's walking. They pick up that foot way too early and try to step. So they're basically sort of clod hopping around. It's like hopping from foot to foot instead of truly walking. Let's go to level 2. Lift, lower, shift. Now it's a small obstacle. Up and over. Shift. Back foot lifts, lowers. Then we shift back. Front foot up, tuck, reach. And shift. Lift, lower, shift. Up and over, shift. Up, down, shift back. Shift back. Lift. Lower. One more. Level 2. Level 3 is that, except just exaggerated. Full chamber, foot down, shift, heel, knee, foot down, shift, heel, knee. From here we go back, reach back, shift, up in front, tuck, reach, shift back, chamber. One more, level 3. Level 4, flick, 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 back, flick, back, flick, forward, flick, forward, flick, back, back, and done. Change sides. Step, hook, turn, face. Slipping back away from the chair. Have enough room there for a nice full step. Inside foot, out on the heel, level one. Shift, swing, shift, pause. Back, swing, pause. Level two, lift, lower, shift, small obstacle, shift, lift, lower, shift, small obstacle, shift, lift, lower. Level three, and on chair as needed, chamber, down, shift, and then heel, knee, foot, shift, chamber, back, up, tuck, reach back. Level four, flick, chamber, flick, chamber, flick, and back, chamber, flick, back, flick, flick, flick. One more. And together, shogun. Now get your runway so you have about 5 steps worth. Back up enough. Go to level one walking. So it's just shift, swing, shift, swing. Backwards. Level one. Try to change. One full, the other empty. One full, the other empty. Full empty. Full empty. Full empty. Full empty. Level two, small obstacles the whole way. Small obstacles back the whole way. Level three, and back. Level four, flick, 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 back, flick. And shogun. Move to the far side of your runway. In and out. Remember that. Now go out, leave it there. Change over to that leg, bring the other one in, keep it empty. Change, out. Change, in. Change, step out. In. Other way. Staying one side as you step. Staying on other side as you step. The important prioritized leg is the stable one. Stable one. Then that makes the stepping no problem. When the leg is empty, you can do a whole bunch of different things. Good. Now, let's do stationary. Hands play with clouds. Bottom hand sweeps the leg, rises up to chest height. Shift, turn. We've got cloud through the sky. Rain down. Shift, turn, sweep the leg. Raises up. Shift, turn. Cloud across the sky, raining down. Shift, turn. Shift, turn. Great job. Sweep the leg. Now, other hand only. Sweep the leg. Raises. Shift, turn, cloud. Hand falls. Shift, turn, sweep. Raises. Vapors up. Shift, turn, cloud across the sky. Cloud rains down. Lake, vapor. Cloud, rain. Let's put them together. So as right hand is up, as a cloud, left hand is in the lake. Shift, turn, cloud and lake. Vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud and lake. Shift and turn, stay there, vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud, lake. Vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud, lake. Vapor and rain. And finally, one more time across, and then let the right hand fall. Move yourself back to the side of your runway. Put right hand behind your back, left hand only. Sweep the leg, vapor up. As it's a cloud, step the left foot out with no weight. Now shift and turn, cloud. As the cloud rains down, step the right foot in. Keep the right foot in. Shift and turn, sweep the leg and vapor up. Now step the left foot out. Shift and turn, cloud. As it rains, bring the right foot in. Keep the right foot in. Don't step it back out. Keep it in. Shift and turn, lake, vapor. Step the left foot out. Cloud. As it rains down, step right foot in. Keep it in. Shift and turn, lake, vapor. step out, shift and turn, cloud, rain, step in. So you should be quite a bit away from where you started. So if you didn't move to your left, you weren't doing the legs right. If you did move to the left, you were doing them right. So if you actually inched your way along the floor, then you did well. Put left hand behind your back, right hand, sweep the leg, cloud. Now step that right foot out. Notice when I said step the right foot out, I didn't do my arm as well, right? So step the right foot out. Now shift and turn, cloud. As it rains down, bring the left foot in. Keep the left foot in as you shift onto it and sweep the leg and vapor up. Step the right foot out. Don't go anywhere, just step the foot out. Then shift and turn, cloud, rains down, step the left foot in, shift and turn, leg vapor as you step right foot out, shift and turn, cloud, rain as you step left foot in. One more, shift, turn, leg vapor, step right foot out, shift, turn, cloud, and rain. Now let's put all that together. Bring left hand, sweeping leg, and vaporing up to a cloud. Right hand in the leg. Shift to the left leg, turn. So that's cloud and leg. Step the right foot in, vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud, leg. Now step that left foot out. Vapor and rain. Shift, turn, cloud, leg. As you vapor and rain, step right foot in. Keep it in as you shift and turn, cloud, leg. As you vapor and rain, step left foot out. Shift and turn, cloud, leg. Stepping in as you vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud, leg. As you vapor rain, step out, shift and turn. Step in, shift and turn. One more. As you vapor and rain, step out, shift and turn. Now, step in, step out, vapor rain, and let's go back the other way. Cloud, leg. Stepping in as you vapor rain, shift, turn, cloud, leg. Vapor rain, step out. So one foot is always stepping away, shift and turn. The other foot is always stepping in, towards. And it's got to stay in. So it's this where the feet are close together. That's like the awkward shift and turn. Step out, shift and turn. Step in, keep it in, shift and turn. Step out, shift and turn. And let the left hand come down. Sweep, sweep, back to middle. Shogun. So that's called hands play with clouds. Classic Tai Chi move. All right. Now, rotational steps. Tilt my screen down just a touch. Okay. So, right foot, empty it, turn it out. Shift onto the right foot, turn to face the right side of the room, feet parallel. Then empty the right foot again. Right foot empties, turn the toes, turn the whole foot 90 degrees out or so, and then shift and turn and face. So you should now be facing away from the camera if you've taken the 2 steps that I described. Then you turn your right foot out again. So the right leg turns externally, and then you shift and turn the hips and other legs and match up with it. Turn the right foot out again. and then shift and turn. And if you did it with me, you're now facing the front again, facing the camera, facing your chair. Let's do that again with the right leg. So the right leg each time is turning external, and then we're shifting and orienting ourselves to the right. Then we're turning the right leg out again, shifting and turning and orienting. Right leg turns out again, shift, turn, and reorient. Right leg turns out again, shift, turn, and reorient. We go the other way. Left leg turns out, shift and turn and reorient to the left. Continue. Left leg turns out, shift, turn, and reorient. Left leg turns out. And ideally, just let your arms hang. Nancy, I see you. Yeah, just let your arms and everything be loose. Twice around. And so as you get better at this, you'll want to try to keep that foot. And in this case, it's the right foot. You don't slam it right onto the ground, right? So as you turn the left foot out, you're shifting, turning, and you're just floating that right foot here. You're not planting it right away. You're just letting it land. And again, you fill up the right leg, turn the left leg out, shift, turn, and float this right foot. Okay. Go back to the front. Now, empty the right leg, turn the leg out. Now, turn the leg in, internally, shift onto it, and then bring your left foot to match your right foot. So you turn slightly, a few degrees off to the left. Let's do that again. Right leg, internal, pigeon toe, shift and reorient. Right leg and foot pigeon toe, shift and reorient. Right foot pigeon toe, shift onto it and reorient. And then now you should be back to the front. Let's do that with the left. Pigeon toe, shift, reorient. Pigeon toe, shift, and reorient. Eventually back to the top here. Now, watch me closely on this next one. It's a combination. So, right leg turns out. Shift and turn. Bring the left foot. This is why I was saying it has to stay empty, because we can't just put it right down. Pigeon toe, the left foot. And then turn the right foot out again. Shift and turn. And pigeon toe. And you should be able to get around back to facing your chair in 4 steps of the foot, or a few more than that. But as you can see, I got all the way around in just 1. Shift, turn, pigeon toe 2. Shift, turn, turn out 3. Shift, turn, pigeon toe 4. And then rotate and I can find my chair. So take that twice more on your own. I'll do it. You can follow along or just do it on your own rhythm. Out. External. This helps you really find the middle. Where's your middle? That you're just using your feet to comply to this desire to turn around 360 degrees in place. We're not even going anywhere, right? We're just right where we are. And then we're back to forward. Let's go the other way. Left foot turns out. Shift onto it, turning. Keep turning a little and pigeon toe the right foot. Shift and rotate and turn the left foot all the way out. Shift and turn in. Shift and turn out. Check your espresso cup on top of your head there. And back. Shogun. Okay, now so standing here, parallel feet, shift to your right leg, turn your left foot out 5, 10, 15 degrees or so. Shift onto that leg. Right foot is empty. Just take a small step forward. Now, notice if you look at the screen, when I step forward, I didn't let this foot, this front foot, right foot, migrate across this way. I made an effort to keep it some width, right? So there's some width and then it's forward. Now, shift into that right leg about 70% and turn the belly to face that direction. Now shift back into your back leg. Keep your belly button pointing forward for now as we shift into the front leg and back. Shifting forward, shifting back. Shifting forward, shifting back. Now, as you're back in this back leg, turn the navel to face slightly to that left corner. Shift into your right leg and turn the belly button to point forward. Turn the belly button even to point a little to the opposite corner, to the right corner. And then shift from there back into this left leg and turn to point towards that left corner. Keep pointing to the left corner as you shift, turn, keep turning to point to the right corner. And you can do like I'm doing with your hand if it helps you. Your fingers pointing where your navel's pointing. Turn, shift, turn, keep turning. Shift back, turn. Shift forward and turn. Shift back, turn. Shift forward, turn. Now listen close. From here, turn to that corner. As you sit back, lift the toes of your right foot and turn that foot out. Now, keeping that foot turned out, bring it back. Heels touch or thereabouts. Change your weight over into your right leg. Left foot is empty. Step it forward like I had described, where we keep a little bit of width left to right and step it forward. So wherever that is for you. Shift forward and turn the belly button to point straight ahead. And then keep it pointing straight ahead-ish as you shift into back leg, front leg. So first, we're just doing this with the front to back weight shift. Back, front, and then we're adding the rotational component. So when you're in the front, turn your navel to point to this left corner over here. And then shift back, turn the belly button so it points to the right corner. Keep it pointed that way as you shift into your front leg and turn as you arrive. Turn a little bit more so you point to the right corner and then shift back into your right leg, left corner, and then turn to that right corner. Shift and turn to point forward, then point to that front left corner, shift back, turn. Shift forward and turn, keep turning, shift back and turn to the right. shift forward, turn to the front, and then keep turning to the left corner. Shift back. Now, shift forward, turn to the front left corner, and now as you sit back, let the front toes lift and the foot turn out. You see how I'm doing that? I'm rolling on that heel out. Step back, heels, shift. So notice my belly is pointed to this corner, the left corner, as I step the right foot out, and then I'm ready to just go shift and turn to the front. Turn a little more to that left, to that right corner. Sit back and lift the front toes. So sit back, lift the toes, and turn the foot out. All right, and then step that foot back. Change the weight. Your belly is pointing to this this right corner as you step the left foot, and then it's shift, turn. Now put the turning of the belly to that corner with the shift back. So as you shift back, turn the belly and lift on those toes. Bring that foot back. Keep pointing to this left corner as you shift and step. Shift and turn, pointing straight ahead. As you shift back, turn the belly to point to that right corner and lift the toes. Step back. Shift. Step. Shift. Turn. Turn and sit back and open. Step back. Shift. Step. Sit back and open. What you'll also notice, pause for a second, and I'm going to get close so you can see my back foot. This foot, if I sit back, turn it out, and have it quite a bit pointed to this side corner, there is a natural shift and turn, and the toes come around a little bit. You see that little move right there? That naturally will just happen. Because if you don't, then the knee will hurt. But if your foot's already turned to there, you're not turning too far open, you don't have that. But you might see my foot do that as I go out, step. You see these toes are pointing quite a bit over there, so that when I shift and turn, that happens. This back leg, the toe comes around. Sit back and open, step, shift, step. Back, right? So this is just an example, brush knee, right? But what I really want us to do now, as you see what's happening now, just to finish, get back away from the camera or whatever, find a way that you have a runway in front of you. And I'm going to show you how we do this while moving forward. So from this position, right? Sitting back and I'm opening. Now what I don't do is I don't pull this foot back to me. I leave it out there and I shift onto it. Now as I've gotten to my right leg, left foot steps forward, so it's relating in that same relationship. I shift, turn, maybe that light little heel swivel if needed. I'm forward. Now I sit back and turn out and lift the toes, but I leave the heel where it is and then shift onto that foot. So now I'm advancing in the room, stepping, shift, turn, pointing navel forward. I'm sitting back and lifting the toes and turning out, but I keep the heel where it is and shift onto it, so I'm advancing. With each of these, I'm moving a little bit more forward in the room. Back, open, shift, step, shift and turn. 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 Good. I'm going to back up One more time. Shift, step. Some of you know brush knee and push. Shift back and open, left palm faces up. Shift, the hands change and step. Shift and turn, brush knee and push. Sit back. As you shift onto that front leg, the hands change, one down, one up and over. Step and then shift, turn, brush knee and push. So it's just an example of how walking, the lower body exercises and the upper body exercises over time become one. And then maybe someday you actually learn a Tai Chi form that is a mixture of all these things flowing into and out of, right? Okay, Shogun. Seal, one hand over the belly, other hand over that belly, or over that hand. And then have a seat in your chair. Just our brief little self-massage abbreviated version. Start on the groin and thighs, move around to the sacrum and tail, lower back. And then with the legs, go down the outside, backside of the leg, come around the foot, come up the inside front side. Past, go around the hips to the sacrum, rub-a-dub-dub, and then sweep down the outer back side of the legs, up the inner front side of the legs, one more, around the hips, sacrum and tail, sweep, come up. Spend a little extra time on your, excuse me, on your knee joints. Back to the knees. All right, and then finishing with up the outside of the arm to the shoulder, turn the palm, down the inside, up, down. Switch. And one final Shogun. And one final seal, hand over the navel, other hand over that hand. And finish. Taoist bow, grab the thumb, fold the fingers. Thank you, everybody. Nicely done. So any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free. Unmute yourself, please.